So, appreciate the clicks. If y'all watch this, appreciate y'all subscribe. If you don't, you still don't F with me, that's pretty cool too. You be yourself.
Bright lights, you can see them flashing now. Groupies drooling, I guess you see them on now. This is all I know, trust me that I do it well. You can ask Nas, he'll say it ain't hard to tell. All my life, they said I was an underdog, but every time I get the rock, you see that I can score. I'm a winner, cause shawty, I done lost a lot. I just stay mean, you can see some good pop. Round them up, and you can watch me break them down. I heard them laugh before, you can see who's laughing now. They talked about me, now they claiming that they love me. Call me many things, promises cause they don't know me. I go against
You already know what it is. It's your boy. This is Be Yourself Podcast. JJ's in the building. Kenzo the Great's in the building. If y'all new to the channel, then y'all know who anybody is. So make sure you subscribe first. And if you ain't, then you should know at least me and Kenzo. JJ's here sometimes part-time. It is what it is. I'm trying to get the schedules linked up. Um, but if you like one of the people in the comments from the subject I'm about to say, you never heard of the podcast, you don't care about the podcast, you never going to check out the podcast, then it is what it is. And I appreciate you stopping by real quick. But obviously the group knows Super Bowl happened. Give you some more. I did another short afterwards, but just to give you some more insight with the fellas. What I'm saying? I did a little take saying that I believe, and the numbers don't lie because Usher was the most streamed halftime show. But I said, could this, I don't know if I said could in front of it. I think it was the worst. But I said, could it be the worst football performance? Immediately comments was wrong. Well, let me say, JJ, y'all want to say hey first?
All I'm saying is, I think saying that it's
No,
the
no,
worst.
no. I said you want to say hey first. I gotta finish setting it up.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Here, it's your boy Jay, back at it again.
Yeah. Kenzo the Great, you already know he doing what he's doing, so you're on mute, so we can't hear you. But all right. So immediately the comments went into which I don't even care about the comments. There's only one comment I care about. Well, I'll tell you which one that was. But the comments went to, how do you not know rap? How do you not know this is the greatest rap performance? I didn't say greatest rap performance. I said, could this be the worst performance? That's what I said. So immediately y'all were wrong off the gate. Then y'all went into, I'm a Drake fan, which I am a Drake fan. Pretty much all y'all probably were, because y'all either listened to the songs, there's no way you didn't, jam to the songs, dedicated the song to your Mr. Mrs., or probably cried to one of the songs because you was broke up. So that was that. Some of y'all call me a glazer. Cool. I'm glazing. It was glazing. Pause. Whatever. It is what it is. The only take that I cared about, and since I have my fellas here, is y'all said I'm not part of the culture. I don't identify with y'all, which is the only part that rubbed me the wrong way because y'all don't know my background. Is he black, light skin? Is he Puerto Rican? Is he Puerto Rican black? Like, y'all don't know what I am. So y'all went straight to the I'm not part of the culture or I can't identify. I missed the message. I didn't miss the message. I get what the message is. It's Kendrick, which I'm gonna let JJ chime in because JJ is a super Kendrick fan. So if you're feeling like we racist here, we not. I get the message. The message was simply, well, not simply, because it was obviously the way Kendrick is, he did mad shit to it. The message was simple. It was about America, about what's wrong with it, what should be fixed, like how you guys like certain people that you shouldn't like, because you should be going forward for the people that actually do stuff for the culture, stuff like that. So I got all the things with the people and doing the American flag, what Samuel L. Jackson was supposed to be. I got all that. I said performance. I didn't say breakdown of what it should be. I said performance. And the only reason why I said it could be the worst is because I didn't feel like he played his hits. I didn't feel like which obviously if he was going for the message, he didn't. But that was my take, is he didn't play the hits that made us love Kendrick or think that he was one of the best to ever do it, especially from the West Coast. I said he focused too much on Aubrey. Like he made it a point to let Aubrey know, Drake, I'm here, you're not. I'm performing big stage. I got your man cut out too, but I'm here. Ha ha. And if you're gonna say he didn't, come on. There were several times where he said it, or he alluded to where he was talking about Drake. That's all I said. Is I feel like he focused too much on Drake. That was it. But JJ, You give me your take, then we'll go to Kenzo, and then
All right, now, wait. I think we should do this in another order. JJ can might. We don't know how long he
Oh,
might
okay,
take.
okay, 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 okay. Go ahead.
Before that, let me go. First of all, your first foremost question. Oh, I almost burned myself again. Was it the worst performance? Well, in my opinion, if we're talking about performance, that's quite possible. I ain't even gonna lie. If we're talking about just the production, there was some production value, but if we're talking about just production, that's quite possible. But if we also think about it, and this was one of my things, and I said this in one of our group chats, JJ, you're not in that one. But it was like I personally almost never liked the halftime show. We've only had the halftime show for about I want to say 30 years out of the 60 Super Bowls. I could be wrong about that number, give or take a couple years. But again, ain't like the Super Bowl halftime show been around forever. So if we go like if we look at the last 30, because I think it's about 30 or so, I might have enjoyed maybe 5 or 6 of them. I'm gonna be honest. And it's not because I didn't enjoy the artists up there. It's just the Super Bowl halftime show is like you said, Kendrick didn't perform the hits is because a lot of times that's what it's about. It's not about you doing what you are best at. Because if Kendrick went out there and performed just for the people in the crowd, he would have done a lot of the stuff the Taylor Swifts and the Imagine Dragons. If he did the real shit that we really like, he would have done a lot of the West Coast stuff. This album, me and Jay talk about it's untitled, unmastered. Like there's no name for some of those songs. He can't do those. People don't know that shit. So we talk about selection of songs. That's a problem. I feel like not a single person who's done a Super Bowl hasn't had that problem. The only problem maybe is Shakira last year. But even then, that wasn't for nobody in particular. Because if you ain't know, you ain't know. Fuck off. We got the Miami shit going on. It's going on. That's how they felt about it. That's how they went about it. But personally, I almost never liked the halftime show. Usher, I like Usher. I ain't like, okay, he's skating cool, whatever. It's kind of Atlanta, but it wasn't really like, oh, this is amazing. Not to me, at least. And mind you, Usher was just finished doing the residency. So it's not like he don't know how to perform or, again, he had just been doing stuff I think was way better out there in Vegas at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But what he did for the Super Bowl is what they thought was a good idea. Again, I feel like that happens all the time. Now, when you talk about the message, yeah, the message was the message about America. And then, yes, a lot of it was about sticking it to Drake. And if you don't think that, you are blind, my friend. So the thing is, right, when you think about, like you said, about the hits, he did GNX for a reason, though. I could say GNX is not Kendrick's best album. It's not his best out of his last 3, none of that. But it did get traction, more traction than I thought it would have got. It's the most recent. And he literally brought a Grand National, put it on stage. I mean, what other albums did you expect him to perform from? And he did still do some of his hits. He just didn't do, again, he didn't do the Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. But it's like, and then I will say this for last. You put Game Over on the end. I hope Game Over, it was as symbolic as it gave me. The beef is over. Not even if the beef is over, but the back and forth is done. This Drake about to drop on Valentine's Day. Hopefully there's no shots in it going back the other way. I doubt it, the way Drake been moving lately. And it's over. Because I enjoyed it for a little bit, but I ain't gonna lie. The internet in general is a lot too much for me sometimes. But this shit is just, it's honestly annoying. Like the amount of, I did not expect that many memes and stuff and think pieces and this, that, the third from after the halftime show. Because I mean, especially for a show, we agreed more say it was mid to good, not great, and not crazy trash, even though you kind of said it was trash in the group chat. I know you was mostly joking. But that's another problem with society. Let me finish. We can't even say stuff is mid no more because people think mid is bad. When mid literally mean good. It mean all right. Like it was all right. If you say some shit, you might say some shit is trash. Because you know most of y'all wasn't smoking mid. Y'all think mid mean bad weed. No. It mean it ain't that za. But it don't mean it's Reggie. It ain't that. It ain't trash. It just ain't the top of the line. Which again, everything can't be top of the line. It is what it is. JJ, go ahead, go off. I know you about to defend your boy. We might be kicked off the internet by the time you're done. But
Bro, they were saying it was the greatest of all time. Go ahead.
that's crazy.
All
That's
right, all right.
crazy.
I'm gonna be as unbiased as I can here, and I will say there are one or two greatest points you could say about the Super Bowl halftime show. For one of the greatest was it was the greatest in the history of rap beefs. It was the greatest like final blow to the other rapper. You know, it wasn't just dropping a mix. It wasn't just dropping a track. It was literally performing the track for the entire country and blatantly saying the other person's name. That's one of the greatest things about it. But in terms of like it being the greatest halftime show, I'm not gonna say that either. You know, like the production itself was meant to send a message, and sometimes sending a message foregoes, you know, like putting on the greatest show possible. I do think it's a little harsh to call out Chance on saying that he's not for the culture. He doesn't know anything about rap for his stance because some people don't like Kendrick. Some people Some people speak out for their person that they enjoy more, all that stuff. But it is a bit out of pocket to say, to call him out in that sense, because that just seems like some internet troll shit. But the performance itself, in no means, in my opinion, was the worst performance. It wasn't the greatest. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest. It was the greatest, like final blow for a beef. But aside from that, I enjoyed it. I think the message was really strong. I think the message being portrayed while Trump was in the stadium is, adds that extra, oomph to it. And for people to say that Drake wasn't a big part of it, I feel like they're just kind of reaching, because Drake wasn't all of it, but he definitely was a nice, good part. It was probably the best part of it as well in terms of entertainment value. But yeah, I definitely disagree about it being the worst. But I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon and say Chance don't know shit about rap for his opinion, because if you don't like him, you don't like Kendrick. It's all right. You have your opinions, but I don't mean the comments was justified. I just want to put that out there, because there were some wild comments.
Yeah. Like if I was thin skinned, bro, I would have deleted the YouTube. But I don't give a shit. Like I said, it's all cool. Like we don't have to have the same opinion. But like I said, it still doesn't like bother me like y'all might think it bothered me. But it was just like, really? Like you gonna say it? To me, it was like something idiotic to say. You don't know my background. You're telling me I'm not from the culture. You don't know what I used to do for a living. Like you don't know my background in music. So that was just wild to me. Just because I don't like, but it's cool because when I did the video, like Kenny already know. I already knew what was gonna happen. I said I'm finna either get the beehives or I'm finna get the Swifties, baby. Like I already know what's gonna happen. That's why I did it. So clickbait, appreciate y'all. I knew what was gonna happen. It's just like if you're gonna debate or comment, like just have common sense when you do it. You know what I mean? Or if you're trolling, just say I'm trolling, but blah 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 blah. Because it
I can
comes
honestly say, when I saw Kendrick at Rolling Loud, it was better than what he did at the halftime show. I'm so serious.
it's
Like,
wild. It's wild.
But that's why I said what I said. Like, if to put out a message, you're gonna forego the best performance you could
oh,
possibly
but
get.
it wasn't going for artistry. You can say that 100%. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't going for the greatest he could put up. He was going to put out the message. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to put like his greatest hits, he could have just literally picked an album. He picked Section 80. It would have been a top tier halftime show. He could have picked, let's go any of the other albums that came out in the next like 5 years from that. But he
And I
he
said
decided
could. And I said could be. So I mean you could have been nah, fam, the Maroon 5 was trash. Or nah, fam, the Janet.
which I mean, we could have
Or
that
you could have said
discussion.
nah, fam, the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake was trash. But
that's what I was
I mean, come on. If that's what I'm saying, like if you're going to debate, debate. If you're going to comment, comment. Don't just say wild shit. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make a difference to me because, as I said in the wrestling channel, which y'all need to go check out, Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
I was just about to mention it.
Positive, negative, I don't give a shit because you're helping the algorithm. So you can hate all you want. It's funny, but
Yeah, I have no problem with the comments, but I mean, some of y'all be so stupid, it killed me. We was like, Chaz posted a short. He asked if it was a work or a shoot, and me, I'm always gonna comment on my own stuff, and I'm always gonna say it's a work, whether it's a work or not. And I posted the work, and then Chaz put the link to the shirt we have that says it's a work, and somebody got mad. Come on, we don't care about your damn link. We trying to figure out if it was a work or shoot. He was replying to me first of all. Second of all,
that's
why you
wild,
so offended?
crazy.
I ain't see it the same day. I saw it like a week later. I was like, damn, people really be mad for no reason. That shit crazy.
I don't even sometimes I don't even pay attention to the comments, especially when they get crazy on the wrestling one. But anyway, I'm not gonna make this longer than it gotta be. I just wanted to respond because my peoples was on, see what their take was. Since I'm not from the culture, I wanted to make sure I had some people from the culture, or at least one that you might think is from the culture, so that I can respond to that. So, y'all got any parting shots?
I mean, like I said, the message was great. I love the performance, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it was, the greatest performance of all time. I think to say that is, a little bit. It has to be biased. I think Chance's take, although I disagree with the take, I don't disagree with the point of his video because it's an opinion. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. Comment how much you hate it again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
people
saying?
coming again. My last shot. Go check out my last video. Another one dropping soon. It was that ski mask Hall of Fame first inductee. Go see who that was. I'm not gonna tell you because you gotta go watch the video. More coming soon. I got at least 10, but I'm sure y'all got some y'all thinking of after you watch that video. Y'all can probably think of y'all drop comments on that video or DM me whatever the case may be.
So, appreciate the clits. If y'all watch this, appreciate y'all subscribe. If you don't, you still don't F with me, that's pretty cool too. Be yourself.
Cause everything I am is cause of everywhere I've been. They've been against me, now you see they double up. They talked a lot of noise, now you see them shut them up.